Welcome to the Silliman Family Aquatic Center Pool Technician Training Series. Today we're going to learn how to backwash a 2-filter system. So in this case we're going to demonstrate how to backwash our lazy river and our activity pool. So you're probably curious as to when you would need to backwash these bodies of water. So there's a couple reasons. So the first one relates to chemical reading. So let's say you get a high chlorine reading. Backwashing the pool will help reduce the amount of chlorine in the pool. Another reason why is, let's say you get a low pH reading when you're doing a chemical check. As we mentioned in the previous videos, the makeup water that we have at our facility is high in pH content, so that'll help increase the pH for your next reading. Another reason why you would backwash the pool relates to the pressure in the tanks. So you're always going to be looking at the influent and effluent differential. The difference between those two numbers should not be more than 8. If it's more than 8, you're going to need to backwash the pool. That helps regulate the amount of pressure kept in the tanks. So we have Aaron here who's going to demonstrate how to backwash a 2-tank filter system. So he has his handy dandy directions. He's going to press menu, number 7, which stands for VFD turn down, number 1 for backwash, and number 1 again to start the backwash cycle. It's going to turn the flow valves and shut them off. This is going to drop the flow. Alarms are going to go off, that's okay, but this means that he's turned down the heater, he's turned down the chemical feed, and he also, there's not going to be any flow in the system. So he's turning everything off, he's setting an alarm or a timer for 5 minutes. So this next step takes place at the filter. So what Aaron's going to do is he's going to twist the pump dial all the way to the left so it's on. Going to make sure that there's pressure in the tank and more than 35 psi. It's going to rotate the home dial from home to 1 to backwash the first filter for 3 to 4 minutes. So right now he's going to wait 3 to 4 minutes. The water is going to dump into that discharge pit. He's going to look at the filter itself, look inside. The sand's going to be swirling around. That means that it's working, and we're backwashing the first filter. It's going to mix all the sand up, it's going to clean the pool. And now we're going to transition between filters. So we just backwashed filter 1 for about 3 to 4 minutes. So in order to transition between tank 1 and tank 2, we're going to put the knob in the middle between 1 and 2 and wait about 3 minutes for that filter to transition until we go to the next filter. So we're going to shift the dial over to number 2. That's going to backwash the second filter. We're going to backwash that for 3 to 4 minutes. So now we're in the second position on the dial, and in order to finish the backwash for the 2-tank system, we're going to go all the way to home. So from position 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6, all the way to home. We want to wait until the water comes down to a trickle before we turn the filter pressure pump off. We're just going to wait till it comes down to a trickle. As you can see, it takes a while, so again, read your directions, take your time, make sure that you're doing everything according to the steps provided for you in the directions sheet. And as you can see, it's coming to a trickle. Water slowing down, so that indicates that it's okay for you to turn off the pressure pump. So he's going to turn the little turn knob all the way to the right, back to the original position. So now Aaron's going to walk over to the controller. He's going to say hi to everyone first. So he's going to walk back over to the controller and he's going to resume all feeds, the heater, and flow. So he's going to go to the controller, he's going to open up the flow valves, make sure that they're open, and as you can see, it will say flow restore resuming feeds in 2 minutes 55 seconds. You're going to wait until flow is resumed. What Aaron is doing now is he's going to open up the little tab on top of the filter tank to bleed the air out of the tank. He's going to do that on both sides. So it's kind of an awkward position, but you're just going to duck down, reach across, open up that little tab until water squirts out. That's bleeding the air out of the tank. Then Aaron is going to walk back over to the pool tech service desk, and he's going to record that he just backwashed this pool. So again, I can't say this enough. If you don't record it, it never happens. So please document, document, document. He's going to mark which time he backwashed the pool. So right now it's 10:20 in the morning. He's going to write manual backwash and his initials. So that concludes the video. It is pretty simple as long as you're following the directions. Again, it's really important that you have those directions on your person. If you have any questions, ask the senior lifeguard, ask a fellow pool technician, call your aquatic coordinator. Okay, it's really important that you're following these steps in the correct order.